this button that says Create Survey. That's going to bring you to a page with templates available. Now the templates will have various structured formats for you to write your questions and design your survey. Now, if you want to look at all of the templates, what you'll need to do is to click this link on the right hand side. You'll be able to see all of the different templates in various categories. So for example, if you wanted to use a purchase feedback template, you can click this quick view, and then you can take a look at the questions that are being asked. And what you can decide to do if you have the paid version, as you can see here, you'll be able to use this template. We're going to choose this customer centricity template, take a look at how it would be structured. We can then read through the questions. And then if we decide to use it, all we'll need to do is to click this button that says Use this template. You can then begin working with the other elements of SurveyMonkey in order to create the survey the way you want it to be. Now, if you decide you don't want to use this template or you don't like the changes you've made, all you'll need to do is to go back to this link that says My Surveys. And you'll then see that survey available here in this area. And all you'll need to do is to go to this More area. You'll then click Delete Survey. That'll bring you to this dialog box. You'll then click Delete. And then you can start the process all over again. And then you'll be at the point at which you can either create another survey from scratch or to use another template. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now you can also choose to create your survey entirely from scratch. And this is apart from using a link that would take you to the templates. You can start from this page and with your title, walk through the process of creating from scratch. And what you're going to do then is you're then going to click this Add Questions button. You'll then see the entire canvas and interface for creating surveys. The design area has 4 segments. You'll also be able to preview and note the full score of your survey. You'll then be able to move on to collecting responses. And you'll find all of the various ways that you can share your survey. You'll then be able to go and analyze the results of your survey in this tab. And then you'll also then have options on how you can present the survey to other individuals by creating artifacts that can be accessed on SurveyMonkey. Most of the work that you'll be doing will occur in the Design Survey area. However, in the Preview and Score tab, you'll be able to note how your survey is going to look on various devices. You can look at how your survey is going to appear on desktop. That's the default. You can also preview it on a tablet as well as a mobile device. While you're working on your survey, you'll find it in your dashboard. If you click this link that says My Surveys, that'll bring you to this page. And at any point in time that you want to start work on your survey again, you'll just need to click inside of the blue link to start your work. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another. Welcome back. Now, when you are inside of the Design tab, you are going to have 5 different elements that you can work with. The first element at the very top is going to be your question bank. And the question bank will allow you to select pre-made templated questions. So for example, what you can do is you can look first to recommended questions. And you'll see that you have certain questions where the content has already been started. We can take, for example, this question, what is your first name? And we can click the button. We can add it to the preview. Once you've done that, you'll then click this green button that says Add One Question. That'll add one question to the survey. And you'll see it here in your working canvas for your questions. You can also have access to previously used questions. And so any previously used questions from previous surveys, you can use those questions inside of your survey. You can also use category-specific questions. So for example, if you want to use questions based in customer feedback, you'll then have questions that are templated that you have access to. And for example, we can choose this question. It then becomes part of our working canvas, we can then select the one that we want, and we can click Add Question. That question then becomes part of our working survey. If we don't like the question, we can delete it. And we can also search for certain keywords. If we write in satisfaction, we can find certain questions related to customer satisfaction. We can add that question to our survey. So the question bank is one way you can find questions to add to your survey when you may not necessarily know exactly how you want to word them or what you want to say. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We have now walked through all the basic elements of creating and deploying a survey, starting with the design elements. Once we went through all of the design elements, we then moved to the preview element. Once we went through the preview element, we then moved to collect responses. And then we also analyze results. Now, the final tab that is available to us is to present those results. And as of the recording of this video, it's considered to be a new feature of SurveyMonkey. We're going to click this link. What we're going to do is we're going to click this link that says Create a New Dashboard. And what you're basically going to be able to do is to choose the elements that you want to add to your dashboard. For example, we can choose to add the data from question 1 to our dashboard. We can then click New Dashboard, and then we can name the dashboard. And then we'll be able to find this panel in our dashboard, and we can click this link to look at our dashboard. We can add elements to our dashboard. And once we've added all the questions that we want on a particular dashboard, what we can do is then publish that dashboard. We can then choose to share the dashboard. And then we can copy this link and pass it on to other individuals so that they can see the results of our surveys. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course. Welcome back. Now, it could be that you want to add in a page after some of the questions you've created, or you want to create another page to have separate questions rather than an introductory page. And you can do that in two ways. The first is if you scroll all the way to the bottom of your canvas, you're going to see that there's going to be a link where you can click in order to create a new page. We can give that page a title, and then we can give our page a description. Once we do that, we can then save, and then we can begin creating questions on this page. And you can begin creating questions. You may notice that as you're typing in your questions, you got a link here that gives you 6 suggested questions. And you can use those questions from the question bank or from your question history, and all you'll need to do is to click the link, and then that question will be changed and then added to your additional page. We can also add in a page from our menu, and all we'll need to do is to come to this link that says New Page, and then we'll click Add. Our page is then added to our canvas. We can go through the same set of actions by creating a page and a title, and then beginning to write our questions. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, when you are creating a survey, you can also do a page break between questions where you want to separate different subjects or different emphases. And so to do that, you're going to go into your survey in order to edit it. If you go to your dashboard, that'll bring you to this page. All you'll need to do is to click on top of the survey that you are creating. You can then edit the design, and that will bring you into your survey canvas. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to not the question bank, but you're going to go to the builder section. And that's going to give you a set of tools. You're going to scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to find near the bottom the page break element. And so what you're going to do is you're going to find the place where you want to break up your survey. So for the sake of this example, Let's assume that what you want to do is you want to place your page break after this third question. And so what you do is you would click on this button and you would then drag your page break where you want it. And in this case, what we're doing is we're placing the page break between the third and fourth question. What we have there then is we have then a separate page up to question 3, and then a separate page starting with question 4. And this is a way for you to begin to custom design your survey in a way that makes sense to your survey takers. Once you do that, you can then create your own page title for this page as well as a description. And in the case of the description, you can use the WYSIWYG editor as you can in other places. And in this case, we just bolded elements of this description. What we're going to do is then click Save. And you'll basically see here that our new page is noted here in the top menu as P3 or satisfaction level, which is what we titled it. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.